Hi, I'm Heather, and welcome back to the Plot Genie. Today we're going to talk about how to write faster without sacrificing quality of your content. I have 5 tips that are going to help you. They helped me, and let's just dive right into them. Number 1, know where your story is going. Whether that means you write a quick note to yourself before you go to sleep and leave it next to your computer, or you outline, it doesn't matter. You need to know where you're going, so at the very least you can jump into a scene. That doesn't mean you need to be a plotter, or only plotters are the fastest writers ever in history. That is definitely not the case. Look at J.G.R.R. Martin. We have been waiting for The Winds of Winter for years, and I know that he outlines his books. So, at the very least, kind of know what scene you're going to jump into writing. And that does mean knowing your characters well enough to know the dialogue, how they would react to a situation or whatever situation you're going to put them in. That could just be, okay, well, you know them well enough because they live in your head. You don't have to write anything down. You can just jump into the story. It could mean writing character cards, scene cards, whatever works for you, but be a little bit prepared if you want to increase your writing speed. Number 2, track yourself. This is always fun for me. I recently started doing this maybe a few weeks ago. I like knowing how many words I can do in a certain amount of time. The thing is, I don't actually time myself. It's more of a, how many words can I get in before my daughter needs me to get her 15th snack for the day? Or how many words can I fit in before I let myself have some breakfast? Or, and I always kind of have a word count that I want to hit in mind, and so I try to do it as fast as I can. So my tip for that is to essentially track yourself. Give yourself a period of time, see how many words you can do, and give yourself a little break, and then jump in. And these are called writing sprints. Now, the goal of the writing sprint is obviously to write fast, but you just need to figure out what works best for you. I personally am not one of those people who can sit down for 25 minutes and write all of those 25 minutes. I can't do it. I don't know why. I just get the story comes. It's not that. It's just my mind wants to jump over here. It wants to jump over here. And I just kind of get it feels more like work. If I give myself shorter amounts of time, shorter word counts, then it flows a lot better for me. And I allow myself to increase that speed. Number 3, time yourself. Give yourself a time limit and see how many words you can hit. You are not going to know how many words you can hit in a certain amount of time if you do not time yourself. Sometimes you don't care about doing stuff like that. That's fine. This is specifically for people who want to increase their word production. And in order to do that, you need to figure out, number 1, what kind of sprint are you writing? Are you writing a 25-minute sprint with 5-minute breaks? Are you writing longer than that? Are you writing shorter than that? And that will change depending on the day. If you have kids, if you have a full-time job, if you have different things going on different days, sometimes you might only be able to get, okay, I can do 3 15-minute writing sprints throughout the day, or I can do 2 25-minute writing sprints, or whatever works best for you. Just know they are going to change and know that it's okay. All you're doing is figuring out, if you could choose your time limit, if you could make your own schedule and choose your own time limit, what works best for you? How long do you need to sit there to kind of get in the flow? How many words do you need to hit in a certain amount of time? What's your goal? Which kind of is number 4. Figure out how many words you want to hit per hour or per 15 minutes or per whatever. If you have something that you're reaching for, you can start tracking it until you hit it, and then you can exceed it while you just keep doing the work. So for me, like I said, I have no intention of needing to up my word count or increase the speed of it. My kids are just little timers themselves, so I try to fit in as much as I can in the time that I am given. However, not everyone is like me. Sometimes you only have so much time in a day to write, which means the more that you write during that time, the more that you will accomplish, the faster your book will be done, and I get that. So have a goal. I know that Chris Fox has an excellent book called 5,000 Words an Hour. I will link it below. I've read it. It's really good. I love building habits and learning how to build habits and different tricks on how to be consistent in that way. And I think that you need to figure out, okay, I only have an hour of writing time, and I want to break that down into 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. I would love to be able to hit 1,500 words in 25 minutes. And if that triggered you, if that got a reaction out of you, don't worry. It's doable. I can do that. If I give it my focus, I can sit down and I can hit that, because I've built it up. And you can too. You might be able to do way more than that. You might be able to do way less. But set a realistic goal. Okay, eventually I want to hit 1,500 words per 25 minutes. I can only do, based on the timing that I did yesterday, I'm only hitting 500 words. Great. Try 600 words. And then once you hit that, try 750, and then go from there. You will eventually hit it, especially if you take the next tip seriously. And the next tip is as simple as just being consistent. And what that means is let me first tell you what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean writing every single day. That doesn't mean that. What it does mean is developing a schedule and sticking with that schedule. Once you teach your brain a new habit, the second that you sit down to that computer, you don't need that muse or that flash of inspiration to write. Your brain will start saying, okay, we're in front of the computer, we're in front of Google Docs, we need to write. And they will turn that part of your brain on, and the words will start coming out. And that's how it works for me. That's how it works for a lot of the writer friends that I've talked to. You just are in front of the computer and it comes. Now, is every day the same kind of day? No. We all have outside sources. We all have internal things, and it could be we wake up sick, we're tired, we're stressed out about something. It's all going to be different, and that's okay. Just know that consistency is going to help you create these habits, and these habits will only help you with your writing business. So, to recap, be prepared, track yourself, time yourself, set realistic goals, and always try to increase them little by little as you see fit, and be consistent. You got this. You are a writer, and you can write faster without sacrificing the quality of your work. So let me know in the comments, how many words can you write in your sprints, or do you not like sprints? I'd love to know your process. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I post these videos Tuesdays and Thursdays of every month, and I try to be as helpful as I can be. Thank you again for being here. Again, please check out the Chris Fox book that I said if that is something that you are interested in, and I will see you again really soon. Thanks again.